Welcome back to another edition of Senior Spotlight. I'm your host, Caitlin Garcillo, and joining us today from the USC Aiken dance team is Laura Rudnick. Thank you for joining us today, Laura.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Okay, so Laura, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, some background information for those who don't know you?
Well, I'm from Aiken, born and raised here. I graduated high school in 2012 from Aiken High, and then I went to USC in Columbia for 2 years, and then I transferred here last year to pursue my nursing career.
Okay, so is that what triggered your transfer, the nursing program?
The nursing program.
Okay, and you weren't involved with dance at USC Columbia, were you?
No, I took some time off, but I still took classes at a local studio. And then at USC, it's such a big school that they offer dance classes as actual credits. Right. So I took that.
That's fun for you.
Yeah.
Have you always been involved in dance, or was there anything else for you growing up?
Mostly dance. I mean, I did, the soccer, swim team.
I feel like every little kid starts off with soccer.
Tennis, those little things, but that's it.
Okay. So on campus here, are you involved in anything else besides dance?
Well, I'm in the nursing program, so that's mostly, it's dance in the nursing program. Yeah. That's my life.
Definitely. So. Okay, so you're from Aiken.
Yes.
Aside from dance, what do you like to do in Aiken for fun?
Let me think. Aiken is kind of mysterious in its own way. Like, if you think like you've lived here your whole life, I've done things since being home in college in Aiken that I never did in high school. Just like going on adventures, like going and seeing more like of the landscape. I know that sounds weird, like going into the woods and just little things like the blue hole. Like I didn't do that in high school, and then I did that now, like last year. So
do you ride horses?
No, I don't. I go to steeplechase, but I don't ride horses.
Do you have any siblings in your family?
Yes, I have an older sister who is 37, and I have a brother who is 26. Okay. So I'm the baby.
Was she involved with dance at all, or your mom?
My mom wasn't. My mom always wanted to be involved with dance, and she kind of chickened out. And then when I came along, she kind of saw how I was really energetic and outgoing, so she just pushed me towards it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so as a dancer, I know y'all do a lot of like mixed song routines. So if you could be in control, which song, do you have a favorite song right now that you would like have to throw in that mix to dance to?
Well, one that I always love to jam to, there's two. I love to jam to Worth It by Fifth Harmony. And then I do like The Night Is Still Young by Nicki Minaj. Okay. I think it's such an upbeat, like empowering song, which sounds weird, but I just like it.
So what would you say is your favorite type of dance to perform?
Mine is definitely hip-hop. Okay. There's like a whole nother side to me, and I just get in the zone. It's kind of like, people are like, wow, I would never expect that from you, because I did ballet all my life. Yeah. And I don't know, I just have a passion when it comes to hip-hop. I love the hard hitting. I love kind of getting in that zone.
Show us a little number.
Yeah.
Okay, so within the aspect of dance, is there anything you're hoping to improve on this season?
Yes, my second turns. I have them kind of right now. I just need to perfect like some things with my hip, but I mean, I got it down.
Can you break it down for us?
Okay, so like a second turn, would you still preparate like you're going to do like a regular pirouette turn, but instead you're bringing your leg out and opening to the side. So it's a very difficult move. It's kind of hard to describe too. But
I'll look for it this season for sure.
Just look out for those second turns.
Okay. Is there anyone in your life who has just influenced you tremendously throughout your dancing career, or just truly life in general?
Well, my grandma has really been a big rock in my life. She works here at the university. She's worked here ever since it's opened. She was in the House of Representatives for the state, or for Aiken County, and she's done numerous things around Aiken, just for the city in general, and for the school as well. And I love looking up to her. Everyone loves her, so I would love to be someone like her.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then also just like last semester, I got sick with mono towards the end, and all of my professors last semester, Professor Kronberg, Professor Frederick, Professor Stark, Dr. Carr, They all were there for me, especially when I was going through a really, really rough time. Oh, and also Dr. Ball, who just retired. They were all there, helping me get through the semester, since nursing school is just so hard in general.
So I'm assuming nursing is what you plan to pursue after college.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of nursing you'd like to
Well, I want to pass the NCLEX. That's the
Step
main.
number
We got to
one.
pass the boards. But then I hope to work for 2 years, either on a med-surg floor or in the ICU. I kind of want to do something on the whole body, not just focus on one thing. And then I plan to go to grad school, and I want to become a nurse practitioner and definitely narrow in on family planning. That's something I really care about, and I feel like that's a very awkward topic sometimes for people. And I'm a very warm and open person, and I love people to feel like they can talk to me about anything. So
cool. Do you plan to stay in Aiken, or are you open to going anywhere after school?
I've stayed in Aiken or just South Carolina my whole entire life. So I think right when I graduate, I would love to go somewhere else.
Okay.
I definitely want to see what else is out there.
Yeah. I understand. Okay, so I know you all won the PBC championship last year. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Aside from that, which I'm sure it's number one on your list, but aside from that, do you have a favorite memory during your time here?
I'm trying to think.
It could be dance related or not, just a memory at Aiken.
Probably, it's weird that it's one of my favorite memories, but we had this NDA camp, and it was at the beginning of the year last year, and I mean, it was rough. We had 8 hours of dance Saturday, and then that Sunday we had a 6-hour practice. And overall, we learned about 5 half times, or the timeout, the shows that y'all would see, like, between the timeouts. And then we did a big jazz piece that we performed at Midnight Madness. And, we were all so worn out, and everybody was so down, and everybody was so tired. But at the end of it, looking back, we all came back, we all pushed through, and we made it the best we could possibly make it, and it got us to where we needed to be by winning Peach Belt. It just made us stronger, and I just look back and I'm really thankful that we did it.
Okay, so to get through tough times like that, do you have a quote you like to apply to your life to get through times?
Yes. Whenever I'm, down with school or dance, I remember, because my mom always told me when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And it really will always be near and dear to me, just because it keeps me grounded. It keeps me wanting to push up the hill and just keep going.
Good. Okay, so aside, I'm sure you're looking for a repeat this year. What are your other expectations for this season?
Just to get along as a team. We did great last year. There weren't any problems, and I don't think there's going to be any problems this year. We have an awesome group of girls, so I think we'll all be very close. I hope that we can get more attendance at the games, just have the cheerleaders and the dancers, help, like, get other people involved, because I know, especially for basketball players, you love to see the stands filled. I really hope that we can all work super, super hard to also win our other competitions. We're going to Can-Am in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, wow.
And that's very big for us, too. We usually perform 2 or 3 dances. It's a variety and hip-hop and a jazz number.
Okay.
And we won the variety last year, but we just placed in the other 2 categories. And I'm hoping this year we can kind of dominate and, get first in all of them.
When is that?
That's usually in March.
Okay. And then, so it's prior to the PBC? Or
It's
does that follow
after. It follows after, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, in your eyes, aside from the enthusiasm that you obviously possess, what would you say is, like, a necessary quality of a dancer to be successful?
To be strong.
To get the crowd going. Okay.
Really.
Like mentally?
Mentally and physically, but, you have to be strong in so many different ways, and you have to have a lot of self-confidence. The more you feel great about yourself and the more that you believe in yourself, the more other people will. And it also feeds off to other people. Definitely. If they see someone that's so, comfortable with themselves, it kind of makes them think like, hey, I can do it too. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well said. Okay, now to sum up, I know you've had a little short of a time at Aiken, but to sum up your time so far in one word, what would you choose?
I would choose breathtaking.
Oh, wow.
It's been a very, like, awful, like, not awful, but, like, just, like...
full of awe.
Yeah, full of awe, you know, inspiring experience. I've never met so many people who are so kind here. It's really just really opened my eyes in a different way to, like, just with Aiken in general. So...
well, we wish you the best of luck on those...
Thank you.
What are they called? Turns.
Oh, second turns, yeah.
Yes, good luck with those. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. That wraps up another edition of Senior Spotlight with Laura Rudnick. I'm your host, Caitlin Grasillo. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.